In 2001, someone created a movie called The Fast and the Furious, created by Gary Scott Thompson. When a big rig gets hijacked by somebody, Brian O'Connor goes undercover to investigate, and he has to choose a side, the gang or the LAPD. This movie did get mixed reviews from critics because that's what critics do, hate movies, but got praised for its action sequences and was a big financial success, and spawned a heck ton of sequels that literally had nothing to do with the original whatsoever, except for these two. These two are fine. It also spawned a heck ton of rip-off movies that are very bad and terrible and trash and should not exist whatsoever. So that's what we're going to be doing. These are the best and worst Fast and Furious rip-offs. Let's start off with the worst one, Torque. Okay, I have a couple questions about this name. When a man named Kari Ford discovers biker fuel with crystal meth, yes really, he shows them the way. But when the FBI and other motorcycle gangs find out about this, they start hunting it down and trying to recover the fuel. This entire movie is very intense. This entire movie looks like Tony Scott's Man on Fire, and the fight scenes are very ridiculous, and that bike chase scene is so intense that it probably gave lots of people seizures in the freaking theater. Because it was so intense, it got negative reviews from critics and audiences and flopped at the box office. Yeah, probably for the best. Now it's time for the best, and we got The Italian Job. No, I did not mean the original, the 2003 remake. Who the heck is the editor? I'm the editor. Dang. Anyways, the plot is basically just the same as the original. The plot is about a group of thieves who steal gold from a person who double-crossed them. The scenes in the film are actually very similar to the original. The only thing that's different about it is the ending. Instead of leaving off with a cliffhanger, get it? Cliffhanger? They're leaving on a cliff? They just end the film and that's it. Unlike other remakes, this one actually got praise from critics and audiences and was very financially successful.
No way! I can't believe this!
Now, obviously, Need for Speed should be next, but even though a lot of people say it is a Fast and Furious ripoff, Need for Speed did come first with the video games. I'm sorry, but I can save it in a future video. I'm actually surprised how this movie was actually directed by the same guy as the original Fast and Furious, which surprises me. When a group of thieves are trying to pull a heist to steal $1 million from a money truck, there's only one problem though. There's a freaking hurricane during this heist. Like, why would you ever pick a day where a hurricane is ripping through buildings? Oh my god. It got despised by critics because the plot is very ridiculous, and I can't blame them, and was a box office flop. I think the real killer was it was released one day after a movie called Red Sparrow, so I really couldn't tell if this movie was a Fast and Furious ripoff, but because of the name of the title, you better believe there's cars in it, so I'm counting it. When a man is sentenced to heck for his crimes, but when a cult leader kills his daughter and steals his baby, he escapes heck to find his baby and rescue it. Now, I know this shouldn't count as good since it did get critical backlash for its goofy-ass story and wasn't as financially successful, but since has made a cult following over the years, and yeah, I kind of enjoyed it. Unlike this next one. Next is Getaway. When a race car driver is trying to find a man who kidnapped his friend's wife, he starts getting into trouble and finding clues. This film got devastated by critics with only a 3% on Rotten Tomatoes. Freaking ouch. And was a commercial failure as well. Double freaking ouch. Of course, I had to add Baby Driver in this because it wouldn't be a Fast and Furious movie without Baby Driver. And some of you might call me out for that. But anyways, when a getaway driver named Baby accidentally gets a bank robber killed, a guy named Buddy wants his revenge after his wife is killed. The soundtrack in this movie is absolute banger, and Edgar Wright once again outdid himself this time, and the opening car chase scene will always be iconic. The film got positive reviews from both critics and audiences for its soundtrack and storytelling, and was a big financial success. And it's now described as a cult classic to this day. Yeah. Next, we got Overdrive. And boy, let me tell you, this movie sucks like garbage. When a notorious crime boss forces two race car drivers to pull a heist, followed by two women, to win back their freedom or lose everything. This film did got backlash from critics because, I don't know, they just hate movies for some reason, and was a financial failure. Kinda deserved it though, because this movie sucks. Next, we got Triple X 3. Yes, I am recording this in my living room. Thank you for noticing. When a group of criminals are hijacking satellites to crash down to Earth and destroy everything, Xavier Cage returns to stop the criminals before everyone dies. The stunts in this movie are very cool. The action is pretty great. The car chase scene is pretty cool as well. Despite the mixed reviews from critics and audiences, I mean, so did the original, but that didn't stop it from making $4 million. It still was a financial success. Unfortunately, a fourth one hasn't been confirmed yet, so I guess we have to wait until that happens. For our last worst one, we got 200 miles per hour. This is gonna be a fun one. When a man's brother is killed in a car accident, he has to go 200 miles per hour to find the perpetrator who killed his brother. Yes, I am serious. That is the entire plot of the movie. Where do I even begin with this? The CGI car crashes look goofy as heck. The acting sucked, and whoever directed this movie does not deserve to be a big name director. Anyways, you know what the reviews are, so I'm not going to explain it to you. Thanks a lot, Asylum. Saving the best for last, we got Drive. And they say they don't make movies like these anymore. They've probably never seen this movie before. When a woman's husband gets released out of prison during a heist, but when the husband gets killed, the heist goes completely wrong, and the unnamed getaway driver starts getting hunted down. The action and car chases in this movie are epic. The soundtrack is good as well, and that night call opening will always be the greatest opening scene of all time. It got praise from critics and audiences for its soundtrack and storytelling, and was a financial success, and has since gone on to make a cult following ever since then, and the movie has impacted pop culture itself. And that's all we have. I know I missed a few, but there is no way in ever-living Cybertronian history that I'm watching those. So this might be our last video of the summer, and now I have to go back to posting on the weekends again. Oh well, at least it was fun while it lasted.